Welcome back to day number 32 of our 40-day Red Letter Challenge. America makes up less than 5% of the world's population, yet controls 20% of the world's wealth. 1 billion people in the world do not have access to clean water, while the average American uses 400 to 600 liters of water a day. Every 7 seconds, somewhere in the world, a child under the age of 5 dies from hunger, while Americans throw away 14% of the food that we purchase. 40% of people in the world lack basic sanitation, while 49 million diapers are used and thrown away in America every day. Americans spend more annually on trash bags than nearly half of the world does on all goods. While there are many that are struggling in our nation, the above statistics point out that the majority of us have plenty. By all accounts, as a nation, we are experiencing tremendous wealth. The more we dig into the words of Jesus and his action statements in the Gospels, the more we see how much of the followers of Jesus are meant to be givers. But today's words from Jesus kick it up to a level we haven't seen yet. This one might be the hardest of all of the quotes we've looked at in the challenge so far. Whatever you invest in financially, you will also connect to emotionally as well. If you give money to a university, you will monitor how that university is doing. If you're a member of a country club, you will make sure that they are keeping the golf course in great shape. I'm part of a homeowners association, and because I pay dues to that every month, I expect others to keep their houses and yards up to the required level. Our emotions follow our money, so Jesus is telling you to invest in him. Give to his kingdom. Give to the church. Give to the people who need help. Give to organizations that are meeting needs in the community. I believe God asks us to give until it hurts, until it feels good. Giving should hurt. In other words, it should be a sacrifice. Yesterday we talked about tithing, but for some people giving a tithe is not really a sacrifice at all. They believe that because they are tithing, they are doing what God wants them to do. But the reality is that if you make $1 million a year, and you are giving $100,000 to your local church, that $100,000 will make a huge difference to the church, but it's not a sacrifice for you. The sacrifice would be to give $900,000 and live on $100,000. The more you start giving, the easier it gets. It hurts to sacrifice at first, but if you keep giving and sacrificing, it begins to feel really good. The closest thing I can equate it to is exercising and working out. If you haven't worked out for a while, and then all of a sudden go in and lift weights, you will be very sore, especially if you push yourself hard while you're there. But you will realize it's good pain. Then you work out again and feel less pain. And then the next time, even less pain. This pattern continues until you work out and experience no pain at all. The same is true of giving. To follow after God faithfully means following after him with everything you have, including your money and your possessions. He wants you to be a generous person. If you haven't given in a while, or if you've given but not sacrificially, then giving what God wants you to give will hurt. But it will feel good at the same time. Then you will give again, and it will still hurt, but it will hurt less. And as you keep giving, it will hurt less each time until all of a sudden you are giving and it doesn't even hurt at all. Today's quotation is so hard and so shocking that it forces us to ask the question, how serious is Jesus here? Does he really want us to sell everything and give it to the poor? What is everything? Like everything? Am I giving until it hurts, until it feels good? And that was day number 32.